The man who waited for tomorrow. There was once a young man named Leo. Every night before sleeping, he would make a promise to himself. Tomorrow will be different. Tomorrow he would wake up early. Tomorrow he would start exercising. Tomorrow he would study harder. Tomorrow he would become the person he dreamed of being. But every morning, tomorrow became today. And today looked exactly like yesterday. Days passed, then months, then years. Leo wasn't lazy. He wanted success more than anything. The problem was that every goal felt enormous. When he thought about exercising, he imagined years of discipline. When he thought about studying, he imagined endless hours of work. When he thought about improving his life, he imagined climbing a mountain so tall he couldn't even see the top. And so he did what many people do when the mountain looks impossible. He stood still. One rainy evening, after another disappointing day, Leo sat alone in his small apartment. The room was a mess. Clothes covered the floor. Books were scattered everywhere. Empty coffee cups sat on the desk. The room looked exactly like his mind. Disorganized. Overwhelmed. Lost. As the rain tapped against the window, his eyes fell on an old photograph. It was a picture of him as a child. Smiling, fearless, full of dreams. For a moment he stared at it. Then a question appeared in his mind. If that little boy walked into this room today, would he believe I'm trying my best? The question hit harder than anything he had ever heard. Leo looked around. He couldn't fix his whole life tonight. He couldn't become successful tonight. He couldn't achieve all his dreams tonight, but he could clean one room. So he stood up. He picked up one shirt, then another, then another. Minutes turned into an hour, and before he knew it, the room was clean. For the first time in a long time, he felt peace. The next morning, sunlight entered through the window and landed on the clean floor. Something felt different, not because his life had changed, but because he had changed. That day, he made his bed. The next day, he went for a 10-minute walk. The day after that, he read 10 pages of a book. Small actions. Tiny victories. Nothing impressive. Yet something incredible was happening. Each small promise he kept to himself became a brick. And brick by brick, he began building trust in himself again. Months later, a friend asked him, "What was the secret? What changed your life?" Leo smiled. He thought for a moment and replied, "I stopped trying to build the entire castle in one day. I just started laying one brick." Most people spend their lives waiting for motivation, waiting for the perfect time, waiting for tomorrow, but tomorrow is a place nobody ever reaches. When it arrives, it simply becomes today. And every great life is built in today's small moments. One decision, one action, one promise kept. So if you're waiting for your life to change, don't focus on the mountain. Find the next step, because the future isn't built tomorrow. It's built today. A castle isn't built in a day. It's built one brick at a time. The question is, what's the next brick you're going to place today? Subscribe to our channel for more content like this.